meteor crash one fateful day turned muddled creatures into clay, with heroes bent on doing right and twisted foes up for the fight. Clayfighter! 1-to-1 they set the stage. Clayfighter!
On May 15th, 1998, Interplay Video Game Company released a video game that would become a staple in all of Nintendo collecting history forever. Clayfighter Sculptor's Cut for the Nintendo 64 was released to the public as a Blockbuster video rental exclusive and was not distributed to customers like a normal released video game would be. Sculptor's Cut is a slightly variated version to another Nintendo 64 game made by Interplay called Clayfighter 63 1/3, which was released in 1997 and marketed for purchase at all retail stores around the United States. Although very similar, the two games have a few distinct differences that separate them. First and foremost, the gameplay. Sculptor's Cut features 4 new playable characters, including Lady Liberty, Lockjaw Pooch, High Five, and Zappa Yow Yow Boys. They also included a new combo system, new movesets for all of the characters, as well as a very cool intro sequence that you guys saw in the beginning. The second and most prevalent difference between the two games is the price point. For Clayfighter 63 1/3, you can expect to pay around $35 for a great condition working copy, but for Sculptor's Cut on the other hand, you are going to have to spend around a whopping $1,100. Since Clayfighter Sculptor's Cut was only available as a rental from Blockbuster, it is considered to be one of the rarest Nintendo 64 titles that you can add to your collection. At the peak of Blockbuster's popularity, they were estimated to have roughly around 9,000 stores, and Sculptor's Cut population was estimated to be about 2 games per store, leaving a realistic estimate of roughly around 20,000 copies to ever exist in the world. After the Nintendo 64 was taken off the shelves due to the world moving on to the next best generation consoles, Blockbuster decided to sell off all of the rental copies that they had of Clayfighter Sculptor's Cut, and they sold them each for about $40 per copy. As retro video game collecting made a comeback, the price of Sculptor's Cut has skyrocketed, with some people paying upwards of $5,000 for a complete in-box copy of it. As a video game collector myself, I have always dreamed of owning a loose copy of Clayfighter Sculptor's Cut due to owning a piece of history in the video gaming community, but I could never warrant the price of it. In this series, I want to show you guys that it is still possible to collect rare retro video games even on a budget. I am starting out with $0 and will be flipping and bartering my way to my very own copy of Clayfighter Sculptor's Cut.
Success!
This series will take tons of time and tons of effort, but theoretically will cost me no money to make at all. To make things interesting, I have set myself some strict ground rules, and I will have to follow these throughout the course of my entire challenge. The first rule is I have to start with $0. What that means is I have to find an item that somebody is willing to give away for free in order for me to start my challenge and accumulate money into my Sculptor's Cut bank. Once I have my item, I need to either sell it for some cash and buy another item or trade it for another item. Rule number 2 is I can only have one item or lot of items at a time. With the Earthbound challenge, I was able to break up big lots of stuff I would get, and then I would sell them individually, maximizing my profits. I thought that was too easy, so in this challenge, either the entire lot goes or none of it goes. Rule number 3 is I am allowed to use my eBay account, but if I were to sell my item that I am currently on, I need to subtract my eBay fees, shipping costs, packing supplies, tax percentages at the end of the year, and any other fees that I may encounter before I can ultimately release my current Sculptor's Cut bank amount to go search for more items. Like I said, I am spending $0 on this challenge. I am not spending a single cent. The fourth and final rule of the challenge is once I receive my copy of Clayfighter Sculptor's Cut, I will be giving away live on stream a complete in-box copy of Pokemon Coliseum for the Nintendo GameCube to one lucky subscriber who enters the giveaway. In order to enter the giveaway, there is 2 things that you need to do. The first thing being that you need to be subscribed to my channel with notifications on. I will be picking one subscriber on stream, so you must be subscribed to the channel in order to get your name chosen. The second thing you need to do is leave a like on every single video of the series going forward, as well as leave a comment letting me know your favorite part of the video. With all that out of the way, let's try to find our very first item of the series. This is going to be the most challenging part of the series because if I don't pick the right item, I am not going to be moving forward anytime soon. All right, moment of truth. It's good. Good morning, everybody. It is officially the first day of the challenge, Clayfighter's Sculptor's Cut from $0. And let me tell you, last night I was extremely nervous going to bed because it is super imperative that we find a very, very good first item to get a good start in this challenge. When you put the phrases "for free" and "worth money" together, that's where the difficult part comes in, because not a lot of people out there are going to give away expensive items for free. It's always going to be something that is not useful or that is worth very, very little or even is damaged. That's why they're giving it away, because they don't want it anymore. It's gonna be extremely hard to find an item that I can actually take from somebody that they don't want anymore and to resell it to somebody that can see the value in it or that is going to use it. Luckily for me, last night while I was searching the interwebs, I stumbled across an app called OfferUp. And OfferUp is just like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. You can post up items that you no longer want for some money, and they also have a free category, and that's where I stumbled across this bad boy. Now I know what you're thinking, that is junk, that is a horrible first item that is never gonna sell, that is obsolete, a hunk of junk, and why would you even attempt to think that is a decent item? No, friend, that is a 20-inch Magnavox CRT TV with a built-in DVD player in amazing condition, and that, sir, is what all retro video gamers are looking for to complete their game rooms. I decided to look up that exact TV on eBay, and although I can't find an exact comp of that specific model number of that TV, I did find one similar, but this one has a built-in VHS player, and this guy went for $279.99. TVs like this sell all of the time on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, and if you guys don't believe me, just look it up. There is retro video game enthusiasts as well as people who just want a all-in-one TV DVD combo, and these are selling very, very well, and especially if they have the remote and if they're in good condition. Unfortunately, we do not have the remote for this TV, but the fact that this guy is giving it away because it is big, bulky, and obsolete makes it the perfect situation for us to go and pick it up and start out our series with a Magnavox TV. I have a really good idea as well to get this TV to sell quickly. So he had posted it up on OfferUp, which is an app that not a lot of people use, and there's not a lot of traffic on that app. So I'm gonna go ahead and post up this TV on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm also going to connect a retro video game console to it, and I'm gonna just display some of the screens that you would see when you're playing the retro video games, and I'm gonna market it as a retro video gaming TV that also has DVD capabilities. I think if we can clean it up really good and take some really good photos with it, I think we can get it to sell, and I think it's a great first item. Without further ado, let's go pick up our freaking TV. Wow, there she is in all of her glory. Oh. There we go. Okay guys, I did not expect this TV to be as nice as it is, especially with it being free and that it came off of the curb. I just can't get over the quality of the picture. It is so colorful and vibrant, and the sound quality as well. There's deep bass, it is crystal clear, and this thing gets loud. It pairs so nicely with retro video games. I don't see why we couldn't get $100 for this thing all day. I seriously think that this would be a perfect addition to somebody's man cave or video game room. The picture on it is just so crystal clear. It plays retro video games so nicely. If you guys do not have a CRT TV for your retro video games, what are you doing? This thing is amazing, and the DVD function works as well. I did test that out, so that is a major win. That is a big plus. I don't see why we couldn't get $100 for this. I'm gonna take some really good photos of the TV. I'm gonna market it as a retro gaming TV, and I'm gonna post them up on Facebook Marketplace, and hopefully we can find a buyer within the next week.
4 to 6 days later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we officially have a buyer for our retro gaming TV, which is kind of unfortunate because I wanted to keep it, but we making content. He just got off work now and he said he wants to meet up, so I'm gonna be meeting him up right now, and I'm gonna document the entire transaction for you guys to see as well. So let's go. What's up, man? You Rob?
Yeah, man.
What's up, man?
What you doing? 70, right?
Yeah, 70.
70.
I gotta know, what games you gonna play on this?
Shit, man, that's funny that you say. I'm cracking out that Silent Hill 2, all my PS2 games. My son is real into the Nintendo 64, so
You got all the
Donkey
systems?
Kong. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. My basement's pretty tricked out with the
Wow.
I'm trying to do like the retro gaming stuff in
Yeah.
the basement.
Cool.
This thing's perfect, man. I had a Trinitron, the 27
Oh, yeah.
inch,
Yeah.
but the picture's half faded, and so I seen the image on the marketplace, and it looks great.
Yeah, it
kind of smaller.
It's seriously, it looks crystal clear, and it's actually a lot bigger than it looks like in person.
Sure. The one I got, it's a monster, so it's a little too big, but yeah, man, stuff, some Silent Hill, some old wrestling games, man. Yeah, me and my son are gonna throw it out, that's for sure.
Awesome. You need help loading it up, or?
No, man, I seen you pull it out. I can handle it.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, brother.
All right, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Take it easy. All right, the TV's officially sold, and as you heard, it's gonna be going to a great owner. He said that he has his own little spot in the basement. He plays all of his retro games with his son, and his old TV took a crap, so he bought this new one. And I'm very happy it's gonna be getting some use because I almost wanted to keep it. It was just so awesome, but it's going to a great home, and I'm really happy about that. And the series is officially started.